Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here. We're off for more Final Fantasy The Anniversary Edition. In the last episode, we went back to pretty much what was the dead end of the Cavern of Earth, where we fought the vampire after getting the Earth Rod from the Sage of the West. And, well, using that, we were able to go into the deepest parts of the Cavern of Earth, and we faced off against Lich, the Fiend of Earth. Let's check out his stats right now. Why not? So he should be down here. There he is, Lich. He had the possibility of dropping a dry ether. It's basically a higher ether than what it would have been before, previously known as, well, actually, still currently known as high ethers in some games, like Kingdom Hearts and stuff. But yeah, we took him out in 4 turns. He wasn't that big of an issue, but his blizzard definitely hurt us. I guess he was trying to give us the icy touch of death, but didn't work out well for him. So, there we gizzle. But we beat him, and restored the Earth Crystal to Grace. And with that, our business here is done. So, like I said, the last episode, we are going to take to the seas once again. And even though I'm going to try and cycle all the way around this way and go all the way to this part, the map actually wraps around. So if we actually take this route, we will end up right here, as the mouse pointer just showed us. And I think that's the better part of Valor here, because we don't want to be going the long way round for no reason. So, let's go do that. So let's hop into our boat here. Take to the seas. We got the core sword equipped on Sorba instead of the Wyram Killer. That was wrong. I kind of jumped the gun. We want to head back to the Earth Shrine, and we want to loop back round and go straight to the west. And we'll end up on the east. We go to the west to get to the east. To prove that the world is round, little one. That was a Magic Voyage reference. I've never watched it, but it was a Nostalgia Critic review, and that's why I made the reference. Because that's all I know about it. There I go, making references to stuff I don't even know that well when I just watched a review of something like that. Oh well, it works. I like how the coral sword is actually, like, it looks like a piece of coral. I mean, isn't it actually going to be pretty flimsy for the weapon? Wouldn't you think it's more of a lightning sword because of that? I don't even know. Weapon ideas, you know. Anyway, let's go straight this way from the point. Yeah, water enemies haven't changed in difficulty at all. Whoa! Did you see that load spike? That's because... What? Well, yeah, there was a load spike there, but I didn't actually overflow to the other side of the map, so that was confusing. Have we done it now? Oh, almost. Almost. Ah! I was trying to press the map. Get off my ship, dick. You ruined my map. Right. There we go, now we've overflowed. So if I head down, yep, there we go. Well. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. There we go. Get as much distance as I can. Now, we should have new enemies around here. Oh, we could oh, well, we haven't had a troll, I was about to say. We don't have a we haven't bumped into a troll, and apparently he has some form of regen on him. So, Zest can take him on. Sorba can take out the other guy. Still not taking any damage, so yeah, the Knight's Armor at Melmond would be a waste, because we're not taking any damage. We don't need the extra defense at the moment. So, yeah. New enemy. We do have new enemies here. Most of them are going to be pretty much what we were already encountering in the Earth Shrine, because on our 3rd visit, well, our 3rd time through the first 3 floors, it was the same. It was pretty much the same enemies we've been going against for quite a while. So now they're going to be chucking the same enemies again at us, with a few new ones sprinkled in for variety and, well, difficulty. Including Hill Gigas. Kind of makes that Hall of Giants seem a bit inferior now, doesn't it? If you can just bump into them outside of a town now. But, to each their own. Just punch them in the face. And they do not cast stone on you. That was a mistake on my part. I forgot to mention that. I thought they did, because that would make them difficult, but no, they're just difficult in general. Because they hit hard, as you can see with Zest here, they're really doing the damage. And we already went over their stats. But like I said, it doesn't tell you about their special abilities or stuff like that, so it's like, how are you supposed to know? It only tells you about their weaknesses and resistances, it doesn't tell you what they can actually do. But we're almost there! Another troll, you're new, I'll leave you in. Because I'm just going to kick your ass. I'm gonna kick your ass, okay? And Daewoo finished it off. In fact, he needs healing. I'm gonna see if I can hold off on that though until we can get to town. Gonna need some weapons before we go into town. Let's go. Oh, Anaconda and Scorpions. This is a formation we haven't actually seen yet. I'm gonna have to heal Daewoo. Yeah, I'm gonna have to heal Daewoo now. This is not gonna work. Oh boy. Let's use a cure on you. That would do it. And fire. Let's just finish you all off. I'm gonna heal anyway, so whatever. Well, I might do. I might not. I don't know. Actually, I might, because we are taking a little bit of a beating since we've come into those heal gigas. They're kind of rare encounters around here. Well, of course, the Hall of Giants in the Earth Cave Basement 1 is guaranteed on every single one of those spaces in the West Corridor, but you know what I mean. Do not enter the West Wing. Here we are at Crescent Lake. I mean, it did look like a Crescent Lake on the map, so that's a thing. But before we do anything, I want to go heal. How much is it here? 200 gil. Let's double the price. Guess what? I have stacks. Laleho. Boing. I don't know. Laleho. Such a fun little catchphrase to say in this game. It's just one of those little things. Hey, we have an item store. Guess what? I'm buying some Phoenix Downs. Screw it. I'm buying 4. Okay, so we're going to be fine on that front. We can now buy ethers as well. That's fun. So I'm going to buy about 4 as well. High potions. Well, we haven't had really a need to use them yet. We've still got stacks of potions. So I'll just buy 2 of those to make myself go back up to 25. And what the hell, I'll buy 5 high potions. And I don't need any tents. So, yep, there we go. Stocked up. Sorted. But I'm just happy that I now actually have Phoenix Downs in my items. Because now it's like, once I'm out of battle and I don't want to waste magic, I can just pop one of those. So that's nice. Alright, so... Oh, wait, hang on. I already had a Phoenix Down. Because I just brought 4. Okay. Strange. Okay, so we've got Mithril Mail. It's weaker than what we already have. So yeah, the Knight's Armor would still actually be better in this case. But yeah, it's... This is like a defense of 18, while I think the Knight's Armor is a defense of 20. So you can see the price difference. Don't need a Mithril Shield for Zest here. Buckler, though, I knew that they existed in this game. They don't give you any defense whatsoever. In fact, the Leather Shield, I believe, actually gave us a defense of 3, so... Or maybe it was the same, I don't know, but it did give us some weight. This don't. So that's actually very helpful, so I'll definitely buy one of those for Sorba right here. Don't need Mithril Helm, but we do need Mithril Gloves, so we'll buy one of those, and that's all we can buy here. That's all we can make use of, and we pretty much brought out the store entirely. So let's go swap those. It's more defensive, and it actually is lighter than the Steel Gloves as well, so we can sell those. Unless he can equip them, which he can't. Buckler. That's defense. He's finally decked out fully. That actually makes me happy. Sadly, though, unlike in, like I said, other games like Final Fantasy VI, where Buckler can be equipped to literally everybody other than Yumaru, because you can't equip any weapons to him at all. Can't you? Yeah, you can't. Because he comes with his own equipment. But yes, because all you can equip on him is relics. But yeah, that's a thing. But here, we can't do that with Flo or Daewoo, which sucks. But yes, let's back out of that. I think, yeah, I've got to sell the, wait, where are they? There they are. So I have to rearrange my stuff now, so, yep, that store's all done. Every time you come into a store, into a town even, you just want to empty all the stores out. My husband is always travelling, and the little time he is home, he sleeps all day. I think he needs to get his priorities straight. Well, if he's travelling, of course he's going to be tired, but if you want him to stay home, maybe you should do something about it. I don't know, to have a chat with him. Don't talk to me about it. I'm guessing you're the husband. Why are you sleeping next to a gravestone? I question Square Enix's NPC placements. Yeah, just a generic gravestone. Why won't you be sleeping in your house? In fact, every house here is basically just a... well, unless you count the church, but there's also an inn, but all the rest of the places are stores, but, you know, places of relevance. Let's go to the weapon store, at least. Mithril Knife, don't need, and we've already got one. Even though it's weaker for Daewoo, as I said, it actually gives him a lot more accuracy, so, like I said, that's why I'm holding on to it. Mithril Sword, wrought with Mithril, it's a 23 power. I think the weapons that we're using right now is a 19 or 18. So it's got more raw power to it, but it doesn't have the effectiveness. But I am going to get this, because I don't think we're going to go against a lot of magic users. Mithril Hammer, we already have 4 flows, that's a thing. Mithril Axe, though, go to the Mithril Sword, is a 23-15. Mithril Axe is 25-10. It basically moves those... It trades 3 points of accuracy for 2 points attack, and yeah, that's pointless to me. And plus, it's also 400 gil more expensive, it's pointless, so we're done in here as well now. Yeah, a sword effective against spellcasters, that is a clean 5 points higher compared to anything else that we have, because Worm Killer, Rune Blade, Coral Sword, they're all roughly the same power, but the Worm Killer being 1 point higher than the other two. But yeah, overall, the Mithril Sword does do more raw damage. And I might do that, because at least then that means that if Sorba doesn't want to main with the Coral Sword, which we're not going against any water enemies right now, we're always going against Hail Gigas and stuff. I might want to go back to the Rune Blade, I'm not too sure, because it's weaker anyway. No, you know what, I'm going to keep the Coral Sword equipped for now. But I am going to stick with the Mithril Sword. It's funny, really, he has everything Mithril other than the armor. In fact... Oh, well, we're not in the right store for that. You know what, I'm going to forget about it. But we do have level 6 magics here, right? But we were only just able to learn level 5 magics at level 19, and we're only level 20 now, so yeah. There, exit, transports party out of dungeons, that's the spell we want. I thought it was a black spell. So yeah, that's helpful, but only white wizards can learn it, so Flo can't actually use it, even if she is able to learn level 6 magics. That's not helpful. But we can learn Protector, which raises the entire party's defense. That would definitely be helpful in combat. Invisoria raises the entire party evasion, so that's helpful as well when just using basic invis. But yeah, we also got Stoner, which cures stone. That is so helpful. We need that, just in case that does happen and we don't have any gold needles. And what else do we have in this store? We have Thunderer but more stronger. Death, it's basically Scourge, but it does it on one enemy instead of the entire lot, with a much more effective chance of doing so, but obviously still very high resistance because of how powerful the spell actually is. Quake, cause an earthquake to swallow foes. It basically is similar to Scourge. Actually no, I think it's better to... What's it called? What's the white spell called? I think I actually have it. So I think it... Fear. I think it's similar to Fear, but it has a higher chance in working. But it's basically the black magic equivalent. It costs more magic, it has more chance of working, but it does not work at all on flying foes. So if it's got wings, chances are it's not going to work at all. So that's a thing. But yes, we've also got Stun, which paralyzes one foe, which is super helpful. It literally makes an enemy sit duck, as we already know. When we get gazed at, we literally just lose all control, and then we'll just get pummeled if everyone is stunned. And if they keep stacking it, well, that's not fun. But yeah, we can't actually, we can't actually buy any of that stuff right now, despite actually having a little bit of money for it, because, well, Flo and Daewoo are level 5 right now, so we're going to have to come back and do some shopping. But if you might be thinking that this way is actually going to take you out of the level, like it would going up this way, you would actually be wrong, because even though this place looks like this on the map, and we come around this way, we're actually going to be on this little bit of the map here, even though we're already walking on that on the map itself. No, it doesn't count that way. For some reason, instead of, counting in as a completely separate area, I can't walk around that way. Good lord, there's no shortcuts here, is there? Yeah, we have to actually leave the walls of the area and then go into the map again, but this time from the town, because this is the reason why you have to follow this specific pathway. And yeah, we're here. Look at this. There is 12 sages. Zelda ain't got nothing on these blokes. Hello? I am Lukahn. I see a cycle of worth, a dim light, guided by destiny. And about riches our entire future resolves. This dude is Lukahn. This dude, this old sage dude, this old man, is the person who came about this prophecy of the 4 light warriors coming in the world's time of need when all crystals are dark. Well, all crystals were dark, and we are here, this dude pretty much foretold our arrival in Corneria. Yeah, that's kind of a interesting thought right there. But literally, you just talk to him, nothing important. He just tells you that he says a dim light guided by destiny, and that basically says you. But it's like he's basically telling you the prophecy in different words because you are here and talking to him. But it's just here. He's just here, brushed off to the side, and you talk to him, and he just says, "I am Lukahn," and that's it. But that's literally it. He's just here. So he exists in the game. Yes, he exists in the lore, and he's the one who told the prophecy, but he's just here. And that's kind of underwhelming, considering that he is the person who created the prophecy, and yet he's just here. I'm going in circles, but it's just super underwhelming. All these other guys actually have more information for us that's actually helpful. 12 sages we are, guided to this land by the stars and prophecy. 4 great crystals exist in this world. The light that once shone within them is now lost. The 4 fiends of chaos block the power of the crystals, claiming it as their own. Fire, earth, water, wind, we are Captain Planet. Actually, no. These are the 4 forces that compose our world. These sources are the 4 forces of the altars scattered throughout the world. Defeat the fiends that have taken root there, and lift the crystal you carry to the altar. The crystal should regain its brilliance. I'm guessing they intended you to come here first, then go into Melmond, even though Melmond is closer to getting out of the middle part of the map. I mean, seriously, they expect you. I mean, I guess it's because this area was originally closer when you were able to explore, but once you bash this area open, you're just going to take the shortest point to get to an area, then you're going to learn about the Earth Shrine and the Vampire, then you're going to go bloody find it. But the reason why these people are here to tell you that, oh, in order to revive the crystals, you must find them, kind of makes you think that you're supposed to come here first. But it's super out of the way. And if you didn't think you could screen wrap on the map here, like this, you would have to literally go all the way around the long way round, past Elfheim, which you've already been, the long way round, in order to get there, because you would be starting here, because that's the only way you can get out of this little bit in the first place. The only reason why you would come back in here again is to go to Corneria again. So, yeah, it's kind of strange. The 4 fiends plot to rule the world of both past and present. The Fiend of Wind appeared 400 years ago, followed 200 later by the Fiend of Water. Together they laid waste to the civilian to the north. Civilization. Blech. But yeah, apparently, the 2 crystals in these areas, these 2 landmasses at the top of the map here, they've been affected way before our area down below here that have the ports. So clearly, these areas have been sealed off from ports because they don't want people sailing over there and getting trounced. Understandable, but that means how do we get there when we are strong enough? The Fiend of Earth rots the land. Yeah, we know that. Thanks. Where the Fiend of Fire passes, all is cast into flame. When all 4 crystals shine once more, return here. All will be revealed. Right. Bring the light to the 4 crystals to us! Warriors of Light, only you can do this! That kind of goes without saying. The volcano Mount Glug rises to the west of this town. The Fiend of Fire long slept within its passages, but she has awoken 200 years before her time. Vanquish her before the world is consumed in flame. Wait a minute. So you prophesized our entry to happen roughly around about now. But that means that one of the crystals would already be still alive at this point. But because of reasons, that fiend has awoken 200 years early. 200 hours early? 200 years early. Okay. Well done, Warriors of Light! You have defeated the Fiend of Earth and restored the crystal's light. Sadly, this has drawn the notice of the Fiend of Fire, who was not to have stirred for another 200 years. Take this canoe and go face the Fiend in Mount Glug. So if we came here before we went to Melmond and restored the Earth Crystal to Grace, these two dudes would say something different, and we wouldn't get the canoe. Which, once again, proves my point on that the game creators obviously intended for us to come here before Melmond, but like I've said before, Melmond is closer when you exit the middle part of the area that you can't escape from, and that's the only escape area. And because once you use the Nitro Powder to get out of there, Melmond is literally right at your doorstep from, effectively, Mount Durgar, or Durgar. So it's like, why would you go out your way to come over here, unless you wanted to get better equipment? But then again, you get level 6 magic here. So once again, you have no point going here, because you learn level 4 and level 5 magics from Elfheim and Melmond before you would go to the Crescent Lake where we are right now anyway. So I don't understand that, because that means there's possibly two text boxes that we've already missed, and we didn't even do that on purpose. We accidentally did it because you naturally think, oh, I just left Mount Durgar, blew up this area, and now I can explore the entire sea. I will go to the nearest area because this was the nearest area from where I was standing previously, and I want to explore that area. So naturally, even if you weren't escaping immediately from this area, because you can already see it on your map when you're exploring Mount Durgar, when you use the Nitro Powder, you want to explore this area first. And even though you have the entire sea up for grabs, you don't want to be going the long way round all the way here anyway, because you've already been at Elfheim. So it just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, obviously this is the first Final Fantasy, and maybe they didn't have everything 100% planned, and they could have tweaked it for the for these remakes afterwards, but they obviously didn't, because they wanted to keep the actual core of the series in check, like the actual game, so that everything you remember is where it is. The only difference is the way you play because of the magic power difference. And even then, when the first remakes came out on like MSX, PS1, all the virtual consoles for Wii, Wii U, on the 3D, well, not on the 3DS, but you get what I'm saying, because the original Final Fantasy you can download on 3DS, or the anniversary version, via like a 3D Classic or something. It's crazy. It just doesn't make much sense to me, I keep saying. But yeah, now that we have the canoe, we can actually explore all these rivers. Which means we can actually head back to Elfheim on foot if we want to, but we don't really want to do that, because all these canals we can now explore. What we want to do is make our way to one of these two locations, and to be fair, I believe that, which we were told which is the west of the Crescent Lake, is the Fire Volcano, or the Cave of Fire or whatever, and that's where the Fire Fiend is, and therefore that's where the Fire Crystal would be. So we already know where to go for our next dungeon, but we don't want to go there right now. We actually want to go to its opposition, which is this, and that's quite a ways away. It is entirely possible to get there, but I believe we want to go a different way, because I think some of these rivers actually have rocks in them. Now, I don't think we can make it from here, but we can try. Every time that you walk onto a spot of water, you immediately hop into your canoe. You don't need to have it docked anywhere. You can go, I don't think you can go from your ship to a canal like that. But yeah, you were able to actually just, you know, disembark and go straight on to, onto water, no matter where you are, which is super helpful. Sadly, Sorba is poisoned here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not exactly 100% with these names, because it's just easier to talk to them as their class. But these are the most official names that I can find, as I said in part 1, before we even started our quest. So it's like, you know. Sadly, when you're on a canoe... Oh wait, do you actually take damage on the canoe? No, you don't take poison damage on the canoe, because you don't flash green. And Sorba's HP is still 165, yes it is. And of course, as we're in the canoe, we now have encounters, and for some reason we disembark on from our canoe when we're in a battle. I guess it would be very awkward, so we just hop onto a rock to do some fighting. We have a Neo Chew here, this is new! Can I actually heal you first? That'd be nice. Because that's probably going to attack first. Oh, you're a dick, poisoning him as well. Thanks, buddy. Wow, you really do not take good physical damage. Well, I think Sorba's... Everyone's attacked good damage. Poisoner, there we go. You're dead now. No, you're still not dead! Holy crap, how much defense do you have? How much health do you have, even? You are wrecking Sorba, I do not like this. And we just buffed up everyone's defense. Excuse me? I'm gonna have to cure her first now. This dude's really taking a beating. I should have used some magic, but... Yeah, Neo Chews are bad business at this stage. Where are they? The problem is it starts you at the top every time. We've got like a whole gap here, but I think I know where these ones go. So that's a thing. 344 HP and 170 magic defense. 32 32 defense? Why were they taking like no damage? Even from Zest and Sorba. That doesn't seem like very high defense. I mean, I know magic does way more damage than physical attacks, which is why the magic defense counter is so high, but even so, that means they resist everything and pump out the damage. I guess they're to stall for poison. Oh, we can't actually go this way. Oh, that's because there's a mountain bit there. Wait, hang on. So does that mean I can even get that way? If I cut through that way, I can then follow that bit over that way. Can I even cut through this bit though? Like right here? I don't think I can. I might actually have to get on my boat and do it that way. That might actually be the easiest way to do things. But I want to try. No, you enter this way. You definitely enter this way. Or is that just for... No, you definitely enter this way. So hang on, I need to sort out my party here because we're kind of bad already. I could go back and just heal at the inn. But I can just use a tent or a cottage or something when we get there. So when we get to where I need to be. So yeah, what do we think here? Let's go to magic. Let's go to Cura and use that on you. Use another one. And Zest, you can just have a potion. That'll do it. Okay, let's go sailing. So let's go canoe up this way. You want to keep checking the map. It sucks that you don't have an on-screen map, but it is a thing you have to just persevere with. I want to go this way. I cannot do that. Can I go up that way then? Because if I can't, I'm going to have to go back to my thing. I've never gone this way, I normally go the other way, but I want to see if I can actually make it here. We have Hydras, they're water enemies, and also dragons, so both the Wyram Killer and the Coral Sword are super effective against these things. Sadly, I only have one of them equipped, because Zest has more damage output due to his current item anyway. But hey, we have Thunderous, that's fine. These guys do not look friendly, so let's just do this. Not that! And not that either. I was talking about this for Daewoo. Would you stop hitting flow? Good lord. That's so much damage. And we finished them off. There we go. You just got owned FTW. We've gained a level. Zest has 7 HP. Sorba has got 4 as well. Flo got 5 HP and 18 MP. Daewoo got 3 and an 8. Don't know why I wanted to do that. Can I actually do this? Oh, you a dick. You are such a dick. Okay, so this canal route is the only way to get to the volcano. I do need to take my ship. So that really annoys me because that means I've got to go all the way back out of this way and back to the ship. So if I get into another encounter, I'm just going to cut back. And I am going to stay in the inn as well because I've had to come back this way now, so I might as well do that. Whoops. Ah, you mug! I'm right there. Okay, we are back on our ship. We got the Mystic Key from Elven Prince. Defeated Lich with fire. And now we're going to go and stop here, I believe. Alright, so just channeling in my inner Dwayne and Brando again. We should be able to enter from here. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's the only port that I can reach that would actually take me here close enough. Yeah, but that means we're back in this area again, so that means every counter I'm going to cut on the way. So let me see here. I think I'll go up this way. I'm not going to lie, just trying to get to the right canal is going to be a maze within itself, but then we've got the maze of the canals itself as well. So this is going to be fun. Maybe I should have waited until we got back to Provoca before I healed, because we're pretty much going the wrong way. What? I'm so confused. I need to go back to... I didn't even think I was that far away. I just remembered you can go from a lake to... from your boat. You can do this. And you can actually go from this bit as well. But you know what? If I can do this, that just makes it a lot easier. So, I just remembered that. I remember doing that at some point. This is the only time you can do it. And you don't have to, but it makes your ship closer. So, I might as well just do it this way anyway. Where does this bit take me? Just a little bit of land. I'm a little bit confused, actually. Yeah, look. It teases you right here. Hang on. Where's this bit? Oh, the other bit of the, where we disembark with the ship. Okay. So what is with this little puddle of land? Is there any actual encounters here or anything that I don't know about for the bestiary? No, but we do get a different background image. Okay. Nothing new there then. Well, unless there is and I have to stay there for a while and there's like a rare encounter that I've always missed, but I don't know. We got crocodilians! Somehow more stronger than sharks, if you can believe that. Right. This can be hairy, especially since we don't have level 6 magic, but we got level 3 magic right here, that would do it. I was mostly mentioning that for Flo, because she could have Protector, but we don't have that, so... Just get a crit on that Hydra right there. My plan is to actually get to the dungeon that I want to be, or the cave that I want to be at, before anything else. But right now it ain't working out very well. Getting sidetracked, getting lost. Well, I say lost, it's more like I can't remember the route I need to take. I guess that still means lost, but you know what I mean. It's not like I'm blind or anything. Or I'm going in blind. Okay, we got a cottage drop! Holy crap! That's good! Who dropped that? Was that the Hydras? Let me have a look here. Crocodiles. They're the ones who dropped it. Okay then. Sadly you don't get multiple drops, but it just means that if you're fighting those enemies they have a higher chance of dropping out, I believe. Unless it's like Mother 1/Mother 2 where you have a harder chance for them to drop it. Is this the way I want to go? No. I'm going literally every wrong way possible. But we're almost there now. We just got to literally follow the canals and we'll be there. Neo-Chew. Well, we already know how this went last time. Right. I'm casting Solitary Thunder on you. That should do it. 2 HP damage. Seriously, 32 defense and we're not doing that much damage. Seriously, nothing that we do does anything different. That was a physical 36 with a plus 21 on poison. Jesus. Why are you so tough? Right, I need to keep the HP up more than anything else. In fact, no. Cura, do that. Right, I'm a bee. I didn't know where I was going. I just thought I'm a bee because I was just stuttering. At least we have the HP to tank those hits. This is where Zest's HP really does come in handy. I guess the Knight's armor would actually help here. But, like I said, I'm saving up for the spells when we can, because otherwise I've got to grind a bit more. I'm going to go down. Yes, we're here. We are here. If I get out the map here... No, wait, hang on. This is a different cave entirely. What? Whisperwind Cove. Hang on. At least we can still use this in dungeons. Hello? Lo pa game do. Oh! This is the 4th and final Dawn of Souls dungeon location. That's why I was confused upon entry. This does not exist in any version of Final Fantasy other than the GBA version and all the anniversary editions other than the Android version, for some bizarre reason. As, once again, it's a Dawn of Souls dungeon. This is the 4th one, where once you restore the 4th crystal and beat the 4th fiend, you'll have access to. The reason why I forgot is because I've never actually done this dungeon before. And apparently it's like 40 floors of hell, but you only have to do it once because there's only one secret boss. And it's at the very end. We want to remember that location because Lord knows I didn't. But that also may be the reason why that when I checked my map, I didn't actually see an icon. But for some reason I just completely forgot it was here. I mean, why is the 4th one here? It doesn't make sense to me. Alright, so let's do some quick healing up here. It's time to heal up now. Do that. Alright, so let's push onwards and actually get to the cave that we want to. At least we saw it on the screen. That's the one we want to get to, right there. Almost there. Now I can end this off. Because in the next episode, hey, we are going to go explore this cave and find out what is going on. It's not the volcano that we need to enter, but it is another cave entirely. You're supposed to come here later when you learn about something else, but I want to do this now because it will just help us. It's also a little bit tougher than the other dungeon, but the other dungeon has its own properties, which it could actually screw us over, and this area will allow us to prepare us for it. Plus, it's also a stark contrast in terms of atmosphere. So with that, I'll see you guys next time.